The look he shot her had her ovaries doing somersaults and her brain shutting clean off. The first time she'd seen him had been on a visit to her first wedding client ever, and she'd been floored. The guys who worked at Webster's garage all looked larger than life, covered in tattoos, muscles, and that indefinable sense of danger they wore like a second skin. But it had been this guy, Webster's paint specialist, the tall Latin lover with dark brown eyes and lips made for kissing who had snared her. He had a way of raising one brow in question or command that turned her entire body into his personal cheering section. For some flowers, I don't know, something that looks like I put thought into it. Focus, Joey. Be professional. This isn't personal. Don't get all gooey on the man. Budget? He sighed. For Stella, it has to be decent. Girl is like a human calculator when it comes to anything with value. If I skimp, she'll know, he said, still grinning. He took the binder she slid to him and leafed through the floral selections. I'm Lou Cortez, by the way. I remember. He'd only introduced himself once, months ago in the garage, while she'd been going over flower choices with his boss. But Joey had never forgotten those broad shoulders, chiseled chin, or bright white smile. Wow, was he too hot to handle? She'd kept her distance, or at least tried to. She'd been invited to the wedding, having become friends with the bride. Of course, all the woman's employees had been invited as well. Joey had done her best to steer clear of the man women seemed to drool over. Talk about trouble she didn't need. She realized he'd stopped looking through the binder and was staring straight at her. More like through her. Wow, how did he do that? Bring so much concentration and intensity. She felt as if his gaze reached out and wrapped around her, holding her still. And why, when confronted with all that masculinity, did she want to stammer and obey any darn thing he said? She had to force herself to be strong, to speak. But she just stared, mute, at so much male prettiness. His smile deepened. And your name would be? God, a dimple appeared on his left cheek. A dimple. Kill me now. Breathe, dummy. You can handle this. It's business. Oh, right. I'm Joey. You don't look like a Joey, he murmured. Her heart raced, and she forced herself to maintain eye contact. Short for Josephine. So the flowers, did you find anything you like? A loaded question, because his slow grin widened as he looked her over. Then he turned back to the binder and shook his head. Nah, I need something original. Do you design bouquets? Yes. More comfortable on a professional level, she nodded. We have some amazing florists and… No, you. Do you put flowers together? Yes. Good, I want you to do it. He shrugged. Dell, my boss at Webster's, you remember her. She nodded. How could she forget the woman with such cold gray eyes, tattoo sleeves, and funky ash blonde hair braided in twists? The same woman she'd made friends with not long after meeting. Heck, she'd attended Dell's wedding. She said you were amazing. My sister needs something amazing right now. The flowers were for his sister. Oh man, he's sexy as sin. He has a body to die for, and now he's buying flowers for his sister? She softened toward him. Do you know her favorite flower or color? A scent, maybe? Did you want sophisticated or simple? How old is she? Something cool. I don't know. She's gonna be 23. He rattled off a few ideas, and she made quick notes. I can have this for you by… She paused to check the computer. Tomorrow, would that work? Hell, I really need them today. Her birthday isn't until Friday, but she got some shitty news, so I wanted to give them to her when I see her later. I'm willing to pay extra, no problem. Adding charming and thoughtful to the Lou list, Joey did her best not to moon over the man and kept a straight face. Well, if you can wait until the end of the day, I'll try to fit them in. We close at 7, is that okay? His face broke out into a relieved smile. Gracias, Joey. You're doing me a huge favor. Ignoring his smile, she called on her inner manager. Well, you're doing something nice for your sister, and